This is not financial advice. If you need financial advice, consult a financial advisor. So we're pumping and we're dumping, but mostly pumping. So as predicted, we broke out, right? And we actually hit 49K, almost 49K, like 48.8. It's about 49K. I just want to do a recap to let you know what's going on and where we are. We are a couple months away from the halving, right? So the Bitcoin halving is in April, and it's January. The ETFs were approved. We thought they were going to be approved, and they were approved. We also thought there was going to be a spike, and there was a spike. Initially, the spike was not as high as we anticipated, and then later on, a couple hours later, we did spike up to almost 49K. I think that we have bullish momentum, and even though we will retrace, the retracements are dip buying opportunities. Not financial advice, just my opinion, right? So I think we're going to continue to see more volatility as we also predicted, and from here on out, it's bullish momentum. And the retracements, I don't think these retracements are going to be lasting for too long. They're going to be devastating, yes, because they're huge pullbacks and there's a lot of volatility. But the overall momentum is up, so I think we're just going to continue to go up. To recap with some of my calls and some of the picks that I've mentioned, I mentioned GameFi all the way back here. Before it was $3, and GameFi pumped all the way up to $15, and it came down in a retracement, and now it looks like it's about to head back up because GameFi 2.0 has just came out, and they're also working on their tokenomics. So there's been a lot of changes with GameFi, but this is definitely one to keep an eye on because I think further into the bull run it's going to be impossible to get a good tear. Another pick that I had was AI Tech, and I was mentioning this all the way back here, especially to my Patreons. And AI Tech has exploded. It went as high as 6 cents, 0.066. Then it pulled back a little bit, and we're also on our way up. So whoever doesn't have AI Tech, if you have none at all and you would like exposure, now is not too bad of a time to get in, right? Because the total market cap here is 20 million. Fully diluted is 100 million. So this thing can 100x. It's a possibility. And they have a lot of good tech behind them. They're building a tech hub in the Eurozone. They have a launch pad attached to them. So they're part of the Decubate, ChatGPT, and DexCheck team. So there's just so many things going for this crypto that I would have some of this in my portfolio. I would get some exposure if I didn't have any. Another call I had was Elderune, ELDA. So I was mentioning this around here, and then it pumped, and then it dumped, right? So the dump on this one is steeper than the other coins that I mentioned. It's a very steep dump. That all being said, if my perspective is a long-term perspective and I'm going to be holding this for another year, 2 years, then it's not too bad of a time to get in. Bitcoin is quite high right now, and if we do have a retracement, the altcoins will be decimated. But again, it is my thesis that we're in a bull run, so pullbacks are for buying the dips. They're buy the dip opportunities. So I would, if I didn't have any of this, I would buy some here. If we get another pullback, I'll buy some here, right? And I'll keep on buying on the way down because eventually we're going to go back up to here and we're going to go past it, right? And then I also made a call on CPAD, SPT, and this was one of the cryptos I was most bullish on because it was being the least covered by the market. No one cared about CPAD. And I actually wish that it didn't explode as quickly as it did, because even though I'm topped up, I wanted to top up even more, but I'm not going to top up after a 7x, right? Because I was calling this thing way back down here. So congratulations to anyone who was listening and who was able to get in. This one, like the others I mentioned, I still think has a lot of bullish momentum behind it. This one especially is a launch pad, and they have three very good projects that are coming out soon. One is an AI project. The next one is Ivan Pay, which is partnered with Binance Pay and also KuCoin Pay. And then the third one is Xverse, which is a AAA gaming title. So CPAD is going to absolutely explode. So even though you might have missed down here, getting in on pullbacks on the cryptos that I mentioned is a good idea. Where does Bitcoin go from here? Well, we could range for a minute, and when I say a minute, I don't even mean long term. I don't think we're going to be ranging for weeks. I think that the market has now entered a new zone, and it's a zone of volatility. So I'm going to be expecting spikes to the upside, and I'm also going to be expecting deep retracements. What they're really doing, part of it is that they're going for liquidation hunts, right? So you remember I mentioned before that the leverage is going to increase because it's going to seem obvious to most folks that we're going to be going up. So people are going to start doing 10x, 20x, 50x leveraging on these exchanges, on MEXC, KuCoin, etc., on all of these exchanges. And once they do, the market makers are going to be wicking this thing down, right? Today we went up to 49K and we came all the way down to 45K, right? 45 something. So everyone who is long, leverage long 10x got liquidated. Then they send it down, and everyone who started going short, they get liquidated down here. And then after that, they bring it back to equilibrium, and then they start sending it up again, right? So they're going to be playing these games the entire bull market. So there's something to think about where we are, because we seem to be quite high in price from relative to where we are to the halving. We're 4 months away from the halving, and we already almost touched 49K. So my thing is, could we have a quicker cycle? It's possible, but I'm going to keep my thesis to the 2-year cycle. Well, that's it for me, right? I have to take care of something, but I hope you're paying attention and enjoy your gains.